All right, got the YouTube stuff all figured out, so. YouTube should be live now. Cool. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. It's bright and early, y'all.
Guardian, there's still more to be found here, deep in the core of Nessus. And the Vex commanded by Maya
Avoid getting
Sandra's
caught in
Linker
freaking
here.
geometry for a second.
Eliminate them.
Part of me wishes Bungie would give us a like full reason to go back to the days of just fully sending it with strand, just like full strand. Just having a grapple for everything on Titan is so nice. Guys, give me 1 second. All right, sorry. I was talking with Heather. I feel like I want to use maybe this morning. I've used multi-mock so much recently. Hope you guys are awake this morning. Found out last night that if you open this chest, it can give you, I think there's Engram. So we definitely gonna try. Almost baited me with that little tiny light back there. I thought that was the box for a second. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome in. Hey, I did get one. Nice. Batman's watching. I know he was also working on this, so that'd be something to think about.
The Doctor has fled, but the Cabal still dig over the bones of Maya's research. They will not find what they are looking for. We will make sure of it.
Dude, found multiple ways to try to fall in that freaking hole. What's up, man? He's trying to do a speed run. Yeah, I wish people could pay me to motivate me, but I just have this never-ending FOMO that I'm gonna get behind on shit. Yeah, I do not have the emblem from whatever the like Tomb of Elders thing. Yo, I forgot to put it in the title, but this was something. This is one reason I came on here as well this morning. We are dangerously, and when I say dangerously, I mean dangerously close to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Dangerous, striking distance. So, need you all to pull out your 4 alt accounts. Who? I should be more careful? Did I not pick up the thing? I don't remember what those things do. This is the part where stuff always goes awry, because the Vex launchers never work out how you want them to. All right, here we go. Trying not to get launched. Whew. That second one always acts like a fool. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you, Raisin Bran. I had no idea. The amount of stuff that I like hopped in to way early and didn't ever do. Like, I didn't ever come back once I got stuff done and got like all the collectibles and things. But like, I hadn't done a lot of the research stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what you guys do, but I'm just gonna do them. So that enemy there, you're suggesting. I guess there's 2 of them. Guess I should just go ahead and. So I don't need to do all this stuff, but I did find that when you do CS6, have a good day. I did see that if you go and do these little side areas and you do the challenges for them, that it drops Echo's Engram. So I have a few challenges, or triumphs rather, that I need. Let's see here. Last one. Scoop. Okay. Okay, so I got a couple I can do. Isn't there one over here as well? Yep. Morning, Queen. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hopefully you got some rest. You had a long day yesterday. A lot of good stuff happening, though.
Have you been able to raise team .97?
We're just desperately searching for the little green engrams, guys.
Let me know
we eat them up. I think I actually need to. After this, I will update. Yeah, I'm at 57. I'll be at 58 here in just a second. Alright, where'd this dude go off to? Yeah, that's too much. My wife and I play like sand volleyball, and it's supposed to be like mid 80s here today, and ooh, that's gonna be a lot for me. So you hitting that 111 now? Is it more dry, or are you in real like humid heat as well? Because it's super humid here. That's the thing. That's like you walk outside and it feels like you're just like moving through water. All right, guys, let's check real quick. 58.
Just one more essay, waiting for the end.
I need to put like a counter on my stream deck that I can just hit a button, it'll add one. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so I did that one. No, y'all don't make fun of me. I have a hard time remembering how to do this one here, so just been a minute. I don't think I go I think I gotta go to one that's like not in this one. No, maybe I'm right. Then I gotta find the one that has thing by it, right? Oh, no. Okay, I'm with you. So I need to get up there. Maybe Raisin Bran will hook me up again. He obviously knew what was going on. So I think I go here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that was effective. Okay. Damn, I'm not sure what Heather's doing upstairs, but she's moving stuff all over the place. All right. Where am I going next? Should I see a thing? Oh, maybe I need to hit this? Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry guys, it has been a hot minute since I did this. Yeah, I knew this at one point. I took a lot of people through this at one point, but dude. I didn't realize that dropped that piece back down the ground. Did that not do the thing? Or maybe what I'm thinking I did, I think I might have pushed him past. I think I have to do 3 sets. So let me check here. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Okay. Because he like chunked multiple times. But I do not think he was supposed to do that. So let me grab this. It's still flawless right now. Not flawless strategy-wise, though. Trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing.
.590, calling any other Ishtar orphans from variation gamma of the Blue Sky world.
59.
I'm here with .33 Shin and 2 Chiomas.
Only 40 away, guys.
And one who isn't sharing a number. If you're looking for a place, we've got one. Figure this thing out together.
I get to go get harassed by the freaking subjugator and the tormentor. I love when you can suspend the like flying enemies. I'm sure they had, like when they made that, I'm sure they had so much fun making that. They're like, all right, we need to do this, but we need to make it look like this dude is. Jordan, I would say the expert version is going to be a little complicated. I mean, you could be an absolute gamer, man, and I don't want to take that from you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. What Raisin Bran just said is like, if you could brute force it, but man, I would just say if you do it in a fire team, if you have the ability to, that's where I would go with you. You could probably fairly straightforward LFG at one time. Use Fire Team Finder in game, if you're having trouble, hop in the Discord. Come to my channel. Go to the channel links there, and we got people who are more than willing to come help you run that. Heck, that's something that could probably happen off mic too. I mean, I'm the LFG guy. I think that you should always take a risk, get out there and chat with people, because I think assume good intention by people who are hopping in, but sometimes people don't have the right setup or what they're doing, and if that's where you're at, I don't think I can take it. It takes that away. Oh, I can take this. For sure. So y'all, as I head to this next one, if you guys did not see late last night, I stayed up after. I streamed for about 10 hours yesterday, and then I stayed up for another couple after to put out 2 videos. One was about how to get Choir of One if you're like returning from PlayStation Plus, because we had I've had so many people getting in my chat, getting in comment section asking like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do this? Over and over again. So we talked about that yesterday. So if you got questions on that, look for those videos. I put out a short version and a slightly longer version where I go into greater depth, but there's a vertical YouTube short version as well. And then, yeah, like I said earlier, we are 4 subscribers on YouTube away from 2,000. Would absolutely love if you guys are watching, if you guys are hanging out and you have not subscribed, if you'd be happy to do that. Maybe turn on that bell notification. I try not to ring it for anything that I don't think the core audience would be interested in. Sometimes you try experiments, and you throw that out there. So I try my best to make sure that we take care of that. Thank you. Just have 1 subscriber hop in there. Yeah, Raisin, you're right on. That's kind of what I'm thinking with this as well. I'm gonna keep using this though. I think I'm gonna do this for Divine Darkness energy. And we're gonna see if we cannot get trapped by the crystals from the boss here. Oh, I hit immunes. I thought he was... He's just going to pop that one shoulder. There we go. Dude, can you stop? Let's see if I can get a little bit of this. Darkness energy back. Welcome in, y'all. Anyone who's just hopped in on the Twitch side, saw that viewer count go up a little bit. Appreciate you guys for being here early on a Sunday. Honestly, it's kind of interesting. Last couple of weeks I've done Sunday streams. It seems like people are getting up, drinking their coffee, something like that. And Just kind of vibing. So we're gonna treat those crystals with respect this morning, y'all. Don't know what you heard, but they're a pain. Let's see if I can get this transcendent back up before we go. Got that there. We are at 1998. Appreciate you guys. 2 subs away from 2,000. Just gotta play Ring Around the Rosie here for a few. Can you imagine if the boss could use these portals? Okay. I don't like Tormentor at all. Here we go. Okay, get rid of him. Throw this out here. I feel like the crit on the Subjugator is just a little easier to hit once the Tormentor is like aging. So you just gotta nuke the Tormentor. Y'all, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Anyone watching right now on the YouTube or Twitch side that is not subscribed, on YouTube, you have the chance to do the best thing. Make my day. Gotta believe. Gotta believe, folks. Everyone watching is like screaming. They're like, Sax, we're already subbed. We can't do it, brother. I like to imagine that Batman's over there just feverishly typing in creating an alt account. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out, guys. Shout out. GG's. So for anyone who does not know, to get monetized on YouTube is like a 0.02%, like as far as all YouTube channels go. And then to go, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and then you have to have 4,000 watch hours. The watch hours actually come pretty quickly. So every minute someone watches a stream, something of that sort. Shout out Raisin Bran. GG's. It's one of those things where, you know, you get in there and you you do that. Well, I did that I actually got monetized on May 22nd and was able to obviously just do the next 1,000 a week faster than that in the next month. So that's awesome. Appreciate you guys. It's kind of a huge milestone there. Just continue, like it's funny because you look when you first create a YouTube channel or start streaming, things like that, you look at the next goal and then you get close to the goal and you realize you're like, man, like we've carried so much momentum from early on that it kind of, not that it feels less, but you're like, man, I worried so much about this, and then you just kind of keep your eyes forward. So that's why I want to take a second just to highlight that. The difference between 1,000 or 1999 and 2,000 is so minimal, but it's the signification of what that shows. So appreciate you guys. Give this chicken a little taste of its own medicine. I feel like I showed that on screen that we were 4 away earlier, and Raisin Brand's like, you know what? I'm gonna chill here the entire time so I can be 2,000. You know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate the hustle. If you have the chance to do it, why wouldn't you? Where'd you go? I appreciate that. Appreciate you, man. Let's get rid of this dude here. Maybe even someday we'll hit the 2,000 mark over on the Twitch side. Still growing that. Still growing that. Had a Twitch channel for years, but it's just more internal inside our Destiny clan, stuff like that. So I'd never really taken it to the next level. I'm just constantly teleporting, dude. Chill out. Alright, y'all. Did I get any echo engrams? Yeah, I'm at 60. Let's go. Six-oh. Sweet. peek shooting this big ass cabal. No, 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 bro, no, not. Oh, dude, no. Of course, I just used my Thunder Crash before that. Like in the last encounter to do nothing. No! This was the run. Oh, well. Heartbreak. That's alright. It's been a minute since I did Final Boss. Just by myself. So I don't necessarily hate going in there with a little less stress and then getting the strat and then just being able to roll back. So
this is all that's left of Maya's search. A graveyard. And every exo a tomb for Geoma Essie. All we can hope is that her remaining copies in the
oh yeah, right. We'll run it back.
Measure of happiness.
Not worried about that. I'm not doing this mission. I forgot that room is a pain in the ass. Where is this now? Yep, I don't get too pressed over failing flawless stuff and things like that. I used to, dude. I used to get real heated on stuff like that, but it just happens, man. It happens. It wasn't even like heated at anyone else or like directed. It was just like disappointment in myself, if that makes sense. Let's do. Yeah, maybe I'll try this, then make sure I got anti-barrier on this here. Get some of this stuff sorted. I know I need defib. I guess I'll do that. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this and that unworthy is really strong. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, and I guess I can. If I'm gonna do a damage loadout, I can just swap over and have a sniper on for that. Then maybe the last thing I do is I'll just put it on for both of these. Take that off. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Yeah, man, Queenbreaker is just stupid. Oh, it went the other way. Damn. For some reason I looked up there and I would have like sworn it went. I've also been kind of juiced up because I've done like a bunch of expert runs recently. So I have a feeling this is about to be significantly easier than I thought it was, but maybe that's famous last words. Honestly, probably is. Honestly, I was just thinking, I wonder what kind of like bow or something, because I know bow generates a ton of bolt charge based on, because the magazine is the size of one, and I guess it scales on that in some capacity. I might try pulling out the Salvation's Edge bow. These real quick. I forgot that dude existed. There's Volt Charge proc. I get hit by his stomp right there, dude. Goodbye. Okay. Don't need help. Also, I got called me
this place.
unless you're saying it like
But
a
her presence
Kratos.
is still
Boy.
felt in her Vex collective. Copies of
63.
copies. With
Y'all.
the Vex
So got a
mind
lot from
guarding
that,
a
but
secret
the
long
problem is
since
I
discovered.
doubt the like
We can
early
only be
chests
thankful that we
are.
ended the threat before it grew beyond our control. Pitiful.
I don't think the early chests are probably farmable, so. Yay, I wanted Mark 44 stand-asides. How'd they know? Exactly what I wanted. And a 47 set of arms. Damn, bro. Damn. All right. Got to do it.
Guardian, there's still more to be found here, deep in the core of Nessus.
Sorry, give me
And the
one
Vex
second. I need
commanded by
to
Maya
pull some
Sandresh
stuff from
linger
my
here.
postmaster I gotta get rid of. I never played this time of day, but it's amazing how well Dim cooperates when not everyone and their brothers on the game. I think I have an adept one with that on it. All right, here we go. So we ran it the first time. We did not die to a boss. We died to a very stupid thing that I will not replicate. So, and now I will remember that that Cabal is in there, and I will try to make sure I am prepped to take care of him. I wonder if I can see him. And I wonder if I can shoot through the shield with like anti-barrier sniper or something like that before. Also, Raisin, if you're in here, do you know, can you one phase the boss or is it hard locked at that point? Because it felt like it was hard locked. It felt like I could have put out more damage, but it wasn't going to let me. No, grab this. Or I guess not just Raisin Bran, but if anyone knows. Now, I don't think... There's no way they're giving me extra engrams from this chest here, right? I mean, there's no way I don't try it. Hey, they do. go. I have no clue how long it would take, you know, if you could optimize that in any way, because there's no wiping right here. Could be instance based, but I guess we just need a couple.
But the Cabal still pick over the bones of Maya's research. They will not find what they are looking for. We will make sure of it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the main thing was I didn't even realize there was like a technical final stage. Chicken is going well, man. Just in here, just kind of vibing in the Encore mission. Realized yesterday I had never came back and finished this as like a flawless run, whether with a fire team or not. So I just like, I'll come in here and found that the secret chest. Oh, okay. I think I almost killed myself there. Get out of here, dude. Yeah, I realized that I never done it just like flawless, so done it slowly. So ran one run and did not. I died in a really dumb part right before getting to the final boss room. I didn't die in the final boss room, didn't die anywhere else, so just run it back real quick. Okay, now I see the suppression thing already. Yeah. Honestly, it's less of a if I'll get it, it's more of a will I get bored before finishing it. So, appreciate it, man. And will the Vex launchers cooperate? It's another big thing. I found that streaming with an Apple Watch on is not the best thing because it just screams at me. It reminds me every hour I've been on here. Oh, get up! Did you guys know that consecration is like perfectly balanced and not an issue at all, and Bungie shouldn't even touch anything? Like, how dare Bungie even want to think about doing something consecrated? In case you can't tell, that is heavy sarcasm. I love it, but I also love when they shake things up. And I don't love it any more than I loved Bonk Hammer back in the day, or any more than I love, you know, whatever assortment of variety builds you get. Yeah, Consecration, underpowered, needs a buff. Please, Bungie, win. Solar Hunter is the problem, not Consecration. So I think the main issue and the reason they haven't nuked it into the ground is that they secretly know that there's nothing else for... basically nothing else for Prismatic Titans to use. And so, if they want us to continue to interface with that system on Titan, they're going to either... basically, what I'm hoping is that they'll just give us something better. Now, I guess it doesn't even have to necessarily be better, it's just different to get our hands on and then give us a reason. I.e. Bolt Charge. Or with the... Storm's Keep. So. Dude, I am too. I think that the Bonk Hammer is a far better world to live in than what we currently have. Much higher risk to reward ratio, and also with the fact that like you just miss your hammer and you lose it. But Consecration, like, you know, you slam down, dude, like, yeah. Did they really raise him? I didn't keep up with that. But do you mean like you can just infinitely throw it? Because I'll be completely honest with you, I didn't even mind that. I didn't mind when they nerfed the time there. I just think, like, I don't know. I think that there's just something about it, like, maybe it is a tuning of Consecration down, because I don't remember if they had anything else that went along with it. I just kind of got around the hammer changes that they did. You know, you just learn the fact that you have to sprinkle in a tractor cannon shot, or, you know, some sort of like area GL, something in the midst. So So Raisin, what I'm actually wondering with that, because I was thinking that might be what you were referencing. I'm wondering if it might have more to do with the fact that most of the hammer stuff has to do with that one exotic, and if the cooldown has been reverted with just the one exotic. And I just don't. I think it's dead on arrival. Not that it's not super cool. Like, it is cool, but there's other cool exotics that never get used because Synthoceps exists or the class items, things of that sort. And so I have some real concerns on the validity or the realist, like being in a realistic space of like, hey, are people actually going to utilize this? All right, let's get this shit. Something weird, something back. I should have saved. That's fine. Yeah, I do agree. Chicken, the new arms for the Titan look genuinely fun, and that's not the issue, right? It's not the issue. Like, Bungie's never really had an issue when it comes to can they cook up cool and unique exotics. The issue that they run into is can they get it off the ground higher or better than something they have existing in the game already. I don't even know if that's a power creep thing. It's like them trying to, their creativity is not bringing, they're not reaching the creative heights that they're going to need to. So, I don't know. Like, I really, really hope, I would love for them to be a replacement for Synthoceps and stuff like that. I just don't know what it's going to be. Okay, so no Engram that time. This is the Encore mission, Supreme. So from episode Echoes, this is where you get the Choir of One exotic from. Dude, let me out. Holy. Dude, no. Oh, that's so dumb. That's so dumb, dude. So dumb. Alright, I just gotta be safer. It's getting a little too comfy. Yeah, I got caught between the freaking piston and the flower. And you know, like when you do the hammer animation, it like locked me in, dude.
Guardian, there's still more to be found here, deep in the core of Nessus. And the Vex commanded by Maya Sandresh linger here.
Yeah,
Eliminate them.
I'm with you, Raisin. I would really like a reason to use a bonk hammer. Let's be honest. I would actually like a reason to use Void, like Sentinel Shield Throw. If they gave us the ability, like they gave us this same ability, but that you could recall your shield and like get, you know, if you got successful, like a successful kill or whatever with it, you could like bring it back from whatever. So I don't know if you guys have played Destiny Rising at all, or if you've watched anything of it, but you have the character Jolder that's in there. She's a Void Titan character, and she has the ability to like embed the shield into enemies, and then it would give you the ability to recall it back. And then what I would say is you do like a, you know, you could do like a suppression for whatever enemy the shield is embedded into. That would be sick. Unloved. This one is a Hatchling Frenzy. Chicken. Just wanted something that hits from a little further distance than the SMG does. I like the SMG a lot, but dude, no. Oh, there's nowhere for me to grab. Damn it. You guys got me distracted. At least it happened early. I got a couple more tries here. One long one, two short ones maybe. I mean, I'm hoping we'll just get it right here. We don't have to worry about it. But let me see. I don't know if I have any other rolls still. Nope, this is the only one I've held on to. I got too many judgments, dude.
Guardian, there's still more to be found here, deep in the core of Nessus. And the Vex commanded by Maya Sandresh linger here. Eliminate them.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. Because, like, I know we got We got a double burst hand cannon from the Pale Heart, right? I've just never... I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it. Dude, are you shitting me right now? Dude, the craziest... I'm dying in the craziest ways right now. This is so stupid. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Because I'm not pressed about it, but... I feel like if I die one more time, I'm just going to see everything go down to 0. And I'm like, alright, well... Alright, well... Because the whole goal of this is to get some of these failsafe engrams. But... I knew Batman would. I knew you would enjoy it. Here's what I always say. You can get through
Guardian,
anything in this
there's
game if
still
you're
more to
stubborn.
be found here, deep in the core of
Like,
Nessus. And the
I don't know.
Vex
Here's the
commanded
thing.
by Maya Sandrash
You know,
Linger
we got to
here.
go esoteric. We got all these guys. Then you get out there and they solo. All you see is the highlight. And I know that from experience because I have videos up on my channel of me doing solo flawless this and it looks so pristine and looks awesome. Well, you know why it looks pristine? It's because I tried it 50 times and I found the best version of it, best strat for everything. So do not let this just be known. Do not get frustrated. Don't let yourself get overworked in your head if you die to silly things, especially an exotic mission, dude. This thing takes a half hour. Yeah, you're right. Bold endings. Are there any good rolls on bold endings? Right, Brad? I feel like you're a little delayed on this stream, so it hurts a little bit when you drop LMAO at the end. Like, I know that you just got caught up to something. Headstone Dragonfly actually is a pretty damn good roll. I just never see anyone use it. I wonder if that'd be like a fun video, like looking at top archetypes, but then looking at why like certain weapons of that archetype don't perform as well or don't get the love that they deserve. I think the Strand one is just because like, I'm sorry, the Stasis one is just because like a lot of people don't play into Stasis primarily. Like we did during Revenant. Yeah, I think they have done enough. They've ramped up enough with Strand to give all the threadlings and give all that stuff that it has sort of kept up with the elemental perks. But I mean, we even saw until this season, like Void was falling behind because the stabilizing rounds and stuff was just not as strong as Incandescent and Volt Shot. And so they really got to figure out something with Stasis. Okay. They got to figure something out with Stasis to give some sort of explosive type, like AoE perk. Let's see if I can get 3 engrams just from this here. Okay. I won't say it's fully confirmed, but it's looking very likely that you could, in theory, do that first chest just for singular things. Now, I don't know if it's worth it, time-wise. But if you wanted an extra pull or something like that, and you were thinking about it, you could come in.
We will make sure of it.
See, I'm not even like juiced up on it's like I don't even think I have artifact stuff. So let's play around with this a little bit. Forge shuttle. I can't get rid of these here at the final. Then if I go into my tome, so I'll be leaning into the strand here. I just want to try it. I know it's probably not as good as the volatile stuff is right now, but why not? Ooh, deep alchemy. Oh, yeah. Good point. So let me get rid of... Get rid of that. Good call, brother. Appreciate it. This real quick. Just gonna see if I could. And I probably should just keep hands on actually, but I think one thing that would be cool, I guess I was literally about to describe Desperado. I think Desperado on this, which I don't even know if you can get it. I know you can get like some sidearms, but I was thinking like ramping up the speed, kind of similar to like an onslaught, would be sick. Oh, can you really? I got that big brain. That big brain, chicken. I was just thinking, like, as I'm shooting it into other enemies, I feel like that would be really nice. Okay, guess I just don't proc it, is it? Outlaw, not Desperado. It's all good. Just get me excited for the potential of that coming out in the future. Be nice. I was just about to say it's time for me to get freaking sent into oblivion by the launcher, so glad that didn't happen. Yeah, dude. Hunters would go insane with the Desperado. What are you doing, dude? Come on, give me them purples I don't have yet. Give me 1 second, yo. Gotta run upstairs real quick, talk to the wife. Give me like 5 minutes. Be right back. All right, we back. We back. Okay. Dude, those threadlings are hard, man. Holy. I wonder how many people they killed with that. Okay, hurt this. I think I got pretty much what I need there. This on. What's up, Carson? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. So here's what I'll say. To answer the question, I'm sure that everyone in chat right now could give you a different answer. Here's what I will say. If you like being up close and personal, if you like having kind of the ability to drop walls, move around, and you like punching things a lot, you want to, I just go check out Titan. If you like doing like space magic and you know, doing things like, I don't know, the well, like playing more support roles at times, but you can still get really high DPS, you could do Warlock. If you struggle at all with jumping puzzles and you want to use something that's a little more agile, having dodges, getting around, stuff like that, you can play Hunter and do that. There's a lot of class synergy into like ways to like build into that class identity. What I will say, and I said this the other day on a comment section, maybe it was in stream or not, I think that Titan and Hunter, they will fluctuate in and out of the meta, like what's at the top. Warlock is the most consistent. So I feel like if you're looking for something like that, I would suggest running like a Warlock and just playing around with it. Make sure you get the Solar class unlocked. Void is very strong as well. Go through there. So I'll let people in chat, I'm going to continue doing this, but I'll let people in chat kind of give you their feedback, let you know what they're thinking. But yeah, that's kind of where I sit on it. Is like I'm a Titan main, but I love the feeling of like being able to smash and people's faces. EO, unfortunately, you will need to have the annual pass. So to get Lost Signal, you will have to own that because that's a part of episode Echo specifically. However, what I will say, if you decide to get the annual pass, you will not have to spend much time trying to get it because it will drop in the very first act worth of missions and such. So it's usually one of the first weapons you would get from Episode Echo. So take that for what it's worth, man. However, what I will say is if you just came back to the game this season, maybe because of PlayStation giving the PlayStation Plus, you would have access to Episode Heresy, I believe. And there is an area denial frame grenade launcher in Episode Heresy that you could get access to. So yeah, Carson, I love playing Titan. That's what I'm playing right now. Especially with this season, you have access to, so the Storm's Keep, like pure Arc Titan is super strong right now. And you also have the ability to do things on the artifact like Defibrillating Blast, which will give you crazy ability to heal from just being behind your little rally banner. I guess technically you can still use it with a big wall as well. Or rally shield rather, rally banner. Have to see if anyone is still around at the moment, or if they're just lurking right now. Had a lot of discussion this morning, but I know over in the Twitch chat, Batman is a strong Warlock player. Actually, I don't know. Do you play other characters? Never seen you on a different one. Hey, I did get an Engram. Alright, let's see what my number is. 66. We are 2/3 of the way there, folks. I feel like there's certainly some more efficient, but I've kind of taken a side quest today. Yeah. Evil Chicken over in Twitch chat says Titan for life. I have all three. I can play all three. Back and forth between Warlock and Hunter for Batman. Rip. Well, thankfully you found me an Evil Chicken, and we can hold down the tightening for you. Yeah. Yeah, Raisin. That is the thing I hear people say about Warlock the most is like some of the top DPS strats for Warlock are like random bullshit go. It's like just send it. Thank you. Okay, get rid of this fucker. So Julian, what I'm finding is that we did last night, ran on stream last night some of the like reach executable on expert. They don't take too long, and I also don't think it matters. I didn't get a sense that it mattered like the level at which you completed them for more engrams, but I think I was getting like 3 per run. So, but what I also just found from doing this, Julian, is that you can, if you hop into this Encore mission and you open the first secret chest, like so before any encounter, before anything, you will get an Echo Engram. So if you just need one or something of that sort, you can always do that. Like if you're just trying to just throw that in there, but if anyone has seen a definitive like number of like, hey, this per minute or something like that, I would love to know it. But what I'm trying to do, I did a video not too long ago. It was getting episode Echo, or I'm sorry, trying to get the Reprise Season of Dawn weapon. That video did pretty well on the channel, a couple thousand views and stuff like that. It was a good time and easy to make, so. Yeah, Carson, with a lot of the stuff though from Final Shape, I mean, I'm going invis all the time here with this class item. So, just something to think about. So, if you're looking to get red borders for episode Echoes in particular, you're going to want to basically just do the Echoes activities. So, breach executable, and then there's like there's some sort of, I can't remember what the secret thing is we did last night, like the Vex, I can't remember the name. Enigma Protocol, I think is the name of it. And then as you do that, you're going to get to drop. Make sure you play through. You can play through the campaign through like on all 3 characters. That's something I would do as well.
And every exo a tomb for Chioma Essie. All we can hope is that her remaining copies in the Vexnet have found their own measure of happiness.
What's that? I don't remember what I did. Yeah, Echo Battlegrounds playlist. Thank you for the sub on, I believe, YouTube. The Drywall Devastator. That is, what a name. There are levels to that name, and I do not necessarily want to explore them right now. Okay. Let's do it, y'all. Yeah, it is red border or RNG just for the red borders and such, but you should be able to, you should be able to kind of get pretty lucky with them. And then there's also on the season pass, you're gonna have the option to get some what are known as deep sight harmonizers, where you can add red borders to certain. Yep, Raisin Brain just hit the exact same thing. So you'll have deep sight harmonizers from the season pass that you could put into them. The only ones that I would say if you can't get the roll to drop that you absolutely should would be, really, it's a Barret action. You need a Barret action with Heal Clip and Incandescent. I think that's a very critical thing to get. You could get a Lost Signal as well, but I don't think that that's as critical. It's really good, but I would take it to Nasha's Mastery. That's this sidearm I'm using right here. She'll clip on it. Just wanted that dude gone, dude. Is he this side? Okay, he is this side this time. I think. Yeah. Oh, I didn't pick up the thing that I just... Yeah, you start with a Barret action, play deep enough into the episode echoes. I think it drops sometime. It may be Act 3, but it may be Act 2, but I know for sure by Act 3, obviously, because that's when all the weapons were out. And then just lean into that one for sure. This scout is from Sundered Doctor, so new dungeon this season. And it also has an incredible origin trait that it's called Subjugation, which basically gives it built-in explosive payload when you're firing against red borders. I don't know, Batman, I know you're in the Twitch chat. I don't know if there's any chance that you could go onto my channel and grab the link to the legendary weapons video and share that in YouTube chat. I don't know if you might be in the middle of something. That's fine if you are, but because I have answered many of these questions that you have, Julian, and I would love to, if you've just come back to the game, I'd love to get that in your hands. Get some of my health back here before I can try to take this dude on. Like he's hopping right over here. Okay. This should just walk off. Still in a good place. Just die, dude. Okay. Let's go, guys. GG's.
Sanderish may have abandoned this place, but her presence is still felt in her Vex collective.
Thank you, Batman.
Copies of copies.
Okay.
With the Vex mind guarding a secret long since discovered.
Yes,
We can only
Josh,
be
they
thankful
are.
that we ended the
And
threat before it grew
here's why.
beyond our control.
Let's talk about it here. Sorry, I'm gonna dunk this real quick and then we'll get out of here so I don't have Osiris in my ear anymore. So let's talk about why we're going after failsafe engrams. So I am currently sitting at, I'm working on accruing more. I'm at 67. So I'm gonna update my little thing here real quick. Properties, boom. Here, okay. Oh, all right. So we're at 67 of 99. Here is the reason we're going after them. So you can decrypt them into armor when you go see failsafe. So we're gonna go here. And while I'm flying here, this is the video that I was just referencing for you, Julian. Let me go here, copy, paste. All right, so I just shared that link there for you, Julian, but this is that video. It is, I guess, let me actually just go back to my channel real quick. This one right here. Top PvE weapons for returning players to chase in Destiny 2. So you're going to go, you want to watch this one. However, what may be helpful for you is to go through, and I have this returning player guides playlist, which you could kind of follow through if you have not already. So I got 7 different videos in here that you can go through and kind of methodically hit. So you'll want to do that. And then, let's talk about the episode Echoes Engrams for Josh. So when you're at failsafe here, you have the ability to focus armor using these engrams. Yes, I can reset the rank. I probably get some more engrams faster that way. And you can focus specific armors. You can get 2 per, or you could get 1 based on that. And so what you want to do is you want to prep for the Edge of Fate. You want to go in, and Bungie has kind of pulled the rug out from under us. What I mean by that is they for years had us farming high resilience armor. So we said, okay, we're just going to max out every build we have in the game, 100 resilience, do whatever. And then they said, oh, just kidding. For the Edge of Fate, everyone is going to have built-in 100 resilience. Resilience stats going away. So these stats are completely changing. And so we have mobility, resilience, recovery, discipline, intellect, and strength. What we're actually going to have now is we're going to have, for mobility, that's going to be converted to a weapons stat, which essentially right now you can only go up to an effective level of 100 stat points. But when you roll over into the next system, you can actually go up to 200 stat points. So up to 100 has like a base use case. And then when you move up above that, you're going to have an additional buff there. So if I look and see, I think I wrote this down at some point, but I might not have access. Okay, so all Guardians will have a base stat of 30 mobility, 100 resilience, and 100 recovery. For your weapon stat, it will increase weapon reload and handling. So the higher you are and the closer you get to 100, you will have faster reload and handling. And then it will increase weapon damage when you get above 100 to so it'll have percentage differences. Sorry, I was reading. So up to 100 weapon stat will have reload, handling, and increased weapon damage to minors and majors. Sorry, I was trying to catch up on my stuff. And then finally, you will have, when you hit that between 101 to 200, you'll have increased damage to bosses and enemy guardians. So basically, Vorpal weapon added in. So we're trying to get to as close to 200 with the weapon stat as possible. And then so let's move down here. Resilience is going away, and there's basically getting worked into this new health stat. So resilience and recovery are kind of going away. I believe that resilience is going to be equated to the health stat. Recovery is going to be equated to the class stat. So let's talk about health. Up to 100% increase the potency that Orbs of Power's healing have on you, and decreases the amount of flinch you receive. And so these mods that I always run, so if I'm doing an ag clear build, I always run recuperation, and I always run better already. Those mods that I'm running, they will take and just be put into your armor. So recuperation, if you don't know, you refresh health every time you pick up Orb of Power. So you get a big chunk of health back, and then better already, that starts you regenerating your power back with Orbs of Power. So that's going to be basically, this first functionality is going to be built in. So when you pick up orbs, and then as you get up to 100 health, that's going to do faster. Over 100 health, your shields recharge more quickly, and your shields have additional health. And then the class, grenade, and melee stat, they do the same thing. Up to 100, they reduce the cooldown of that stat, and they increase the amount of energy that you receive from all other sources. So like if you do something that would replenish your class, we'll say like an outreach, reduce melee cooldown when you use your class ability. So the outreach mod to get your melee cooldown, that would work more effectively if you have a higher melee mod. So it's basically, right now it gives us a base level for one, and you can have multiple copies of it. It's not going to matter. It's just going to be based on that, on how hard or how good your strength stat is. And that's the same for grenades, getting grenades back, or your class ability, getting those back. And then the final one we're looking at is super, which is from your intellect stat. It will increase, let's see here, increase the amount of super energy that you gain from all sources up to 100. And from the sounds of it, from the previews that a lot of other creators did, it sounds like that is significant. If you are low on a super stat, you are really going to feel it. And then over 100, it will actually increase the amount of damage that your super does. So this limit break perk that's on our artifact, it could almost be like built-in limit break if you can get your super stat high up. So here is the last wrinkle that we're running into. There are 6 armor archetypes, and what we mean by this here, I'll just show you. I should be able to just like show you guys this. I don't know if I can like minimize any of these, but just do this. So we have, we'll spread this out like this. Sorry, I was not prepped to do a little teaching session, but happy to do it. So here's what we're going to have. We're going to have these armor archetypes, which basically are like, when you're doing your ghost mod right now, you are doing, you go into your character, you put, like right now I have mobility armor on. And so this will give you a base of 10. What you're doing with the new armor archetype system is you're actually going to have ghost mods like for these. So Bulwark, Gunner, Specialist, Paragon, Brawler, or Grenadier. And so what's going to happen is you're going to have a stat that's going to be your first priority, and then you're going to have a stat that is your second priority. And so you're literally just going to go like this, And if you have on your, let's say that you have a Paragon on, I think that's going to be a real strong one for the Titans. You would go in and you would get any armor that you have, or that you decrypt, or that drops, is going to have a preference towards, for Paragon, would have a high super stat, and then the second would have a high melee. There's going to be a third stat that will be random for all of these, but you can specifically focus these. But what you'll see is they've not put on any of these classes. They've been kind of smart with what they've done. They've not put on any of these classes, hey, we're going to have super and weapons on the same, or we're going to have, you know, melee and grenade, things of that sort. So the only way to get high stat armor to start the next expansion with both weapons and intellect is through the Failsafe Engrams. I know you didn't sign up. It's what you paid for it. You know, the advice is what you paid for it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video here shortly when I hit 99 engrams. Just working towards it. I should be able to get it within the next, you know, couple of days. When I hit 99 engrams, I'm going to come here to Failsafe, and I am going to do a focusing. And basically, I'm going to keep on here. Keep on my ghosts, this mobility armor. The reason that we're doing mobility is we want to go, and these stats, if you don't know how the system works currently, these stats are grouped up into sets of 3. So the top 3, mobility, resilience, and recovery, are grouped together when it comes to the RNG on like what kind of stats you can get. And then discipline, intellect, and strength are grouped together. So I think the most useful thing that we could get would be either the weapons or the intellect, which will be super, for the next set, just for the increase of just weapon damage. However, the next, outside of those two, the next would be either discipline or melee, right? Or your grenade or melee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus here specifically, so I know that I get this one. And then in theory, hopefully that kind of amps up my chance at getting stat rolls from 2 of the other. So having a better chance at getting 2 of the 3 at the bottom, because I've already specifically picked one at the top. Maybe that's Copium. Maybe that's not going to be how it works. So, all right, I saw some questions come in here. So Julian, I see that you say Failsafe isn't at the helm for you. What that probably means is that you need to do the opening mission. And it's one of the things in that playlist. It says like, where the heck is the Choir of One quest? That's one of in the returning player guide playlist. Watch that because it breaks down. But basically you need to have played to get access to the episode Echoes content. Like if you're going to play it through, if you have the annual pass, you would do the beginning mission of the Final Shape, so the transmigration mission. You would do the episode Heresy opening mission. You would do episode Revenant opening mission, and then you would do the mission Meteoric for Echoes. They didn't bring Failsafe to the helm fully, and they didn't bring the helm to the last city until Revenant. So Failsafe was here, but the helm was still out in space, but it wasn't until the second episode that they brought it over. So there's some weird stuff on the back end. Just play the opening mission for Heresy, Revenant, and Echoes. But she may not be in the helm if you've not gotten far enough into. So you would start the episode Echoes with Mission Meteoric and kind of go from there. So, Raisin Brand said, can't wait to swap from health armor set to super armor set, then to weapons armor set before starting. Yeah, doing a bunch of weapon and loadout swaps and stuff is going to be kind of a pain, man. Just trying to figure that all out. Armando, I am farming for the Failsafe Engrams here. Episode Echo Engrams. So we're keeping an eye out for them, just doing various things from episode Echoes. Not the most fun thing in the world, but it is, it's kind of what you do when you got to put out content. So, all right, let's think here. getting closer to being done with all this stuff, though, from episode Echoes. I've got a lot of these gems here. There's a few that I need. I just need these to drop. I need to do these expert battlegrounds. Encore, I think I'm all, yeah, I'm all done with all Encore. Then I've not done, I could do this. So, yep, could do that. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I need to get rid of the owned bot on the Twitch side of things. Okay. Oh, I see. So expert, delve, and conduit. Let's see what it is right now. I mean, it literally is changing in 1 minute, so it doesn't matter what it is right now. Well, y'all, I got some stuff to do today. Not sure if I am going to be on any more this evening. Still kind of up in the air. Might be. Thanks again. We have broken 2,000 subs on YouTube. Thank you very much for helping out with that. Raisin Brand, I believe, hit number 2,000. So appreciate you guys. Really enjoying making content for you guys, doing stuff, and just hanging out, getting to know some new people. If you haven't already, would you sub to the channel? If you have a Prime sub, let's say if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have a Twitch Prime account, or Twitch Prime sub that you can use once a month. If not, Daddy Bezos just gets it in hand. Yes, Neo. We hit 1,000 on May 22nd, and we did it in 1 week, less than a month. We hit 2,000, so we added 1,004 subs and counting. So we'll see what we can do in a full month's time span. So yeah, appreciate you guys. And then yeah, if you have Amazon Prime already, that means you have a Twitch Prime account that you can do. And if you follow this link here, it should take you directly to the page that you can sorry, I copied the full thing. I was just meant to copy the link, but that was from a link there. So if you guys use that, you could do that. That greatly supports the channel and supports the, you know, the goal. Obviously the goal is to do this every day for you guys. And so be able to get on here and entertain and hang out and get to know you guys. And then the last thing I would say is if you want to, you could join the Discord, ! Discord, and come play with us. Come hang out. Come vibe. I guess I will just copy this from over here. We are growing a small but mighty community. I won't even say small. It's a good sized community of people who are enjoying and doing a lot of the same stuff. A lot of people who've just come back to the game, things of that sort. So join the SPG community, hang out with us, and yeah. So guys, have a great day. It's Sunday. Hopefully you can get some stuff done before going back to work tomorrow or whatever you're doing. Until next time, be blessed, y'all. See ya.